Beneath the ordinary world lies a veil, and behind it, the voices of the lost still whisper.
We are your guides into the shadows, where true crime meets the paranormal.
From chilling crimes to haunted histories, we uncover the stories that refuse to rest.
This is Veil of Echoes.
You always look down. At your phone, at your boots, at the snow. You never look up long enough. I watch from where the trees bend. You tell yourself it's the wind. It isn't. When you stop walking, I stop too. When you listen, I lower myself. Closer to the ground. Closer to you. You feel it sometimes. The weight between your shoulders, the pulse in your chest. Before your brain understands why your body went still. That's me. I learned from the sound of your steps. I know the rhythm of your breathing. I know how long you stare into the dark before convincing yourself nothing's there. Go on. Turn around. Slowly. Don't scream. You won't see me. But I am standing closer than you think. I'm not lost. You are. Behind you.
Episode 43, The Casper Mountain Crawler.
Welcome back to Veil of Echoes, where true crime meets the paranormal.
Each week, we step into places where something lingers, whether it's history, memory, or something we can't quite explain.
We're your host. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Bria.
Before we begin, we want to offer a content advisory. This episode includes descriptions of alleged humanoid sightings, wilderness stalking behavior, and intense late-night encounters in isolated areas. Some of the themes may feel unsettling, especially if you spend time outdoors. Listeners' discretion is advised.
If you enjoy Veil of Echoes, we'd love for you to follow the show and leave a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Every follow, every rating, every review helps new listeners find their ways through the veil.
You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook for visuals, case breakdowns, and updates on what's coming next. Casper Mountain isn't remote in the way people imagine. It sits just outside the city. Hiking trails, campgrounds, overlooks. By day, it's familiar. But when the sun drops behind the pines, the forest changes.
And for some people, something else moves with it. Casper Mountain rises just south of the city of Casper, Wyoming. It's not remote. It's not unreachable. In fact, it's about 15 minutes from downtown. Families hike there. Skiers use their trails in winter. Campers reserve spots months in advance during the summer. By day, it feels open, predictable, safe. The trails are marked. The overlooks have railings. There are maps posted at every major entrance. It's kind of the place people bring their kids to see the sunset.
But locals will tell you something shifts up there after dark. Not dramatically, not in a way you can photograph, just subtly. The air feels heavier, sound carries differently, and the tree line feels closer than it should.
Search and rescue teams know the mountain well. There have been lost hikers, injuries, weather-related emergencies. Nothing unusual for Wyoming terrain. But there are stretches of trail, especially near the less traveled wooded areas, where people report something harder to categorize. Not an attack. Not a crime. A presence.
The first reports weren't dramatic. No screaming, no missing persons. Just hikers saying the same thing. They felt watched.
And when they stopped walking, whatever it was, stopped too.
One of the earliest reports didn't come from a camper. It came from a trail runner. Late fall, early dusk. Still enough light to see clearly. She told friends later that she felt like someone was pacing her. Not behind her. Parallel. Just beyond the trees.
At first, she assumed it was another runner cutting through the wooded sections. But the terrain there isn't easy to move through. It's uneven, thick with brush and fallen branches, and whoever or whatever was moving beside her never stumbled.
When she slowed down, it slowed. When she stopped completely, the movement stopped too. She said the worst part wasn't seeing something. It was knowing something could see her.
Another report came from a pair of hikers who had stayed too long at the overlook. By the time they headed back down the trail, it was nearly dark. They described hearing something move ahead of them. Not crashing, not running, stepping, measured, controlled.
They assumed it was wildlife, until it crossed the path in front of them. Not fully visible, just a shape between trees. Too tall for a deer, too thin for a bear, and upright.
They didn't wait to confirm. They turned around, and whatever it was didn't follow. It stayed, watching.
I mean, if you were there and you felt something pacing you in the woods, matching your speed and matching your stillness, would you try to prove it was? Or would you choose not to know?
I'm gonna let y'all know what my answer is, because you already know what it is.
Yes.
I'm gonna go investigate.
Yeah, because I mean, what's the point of telling people if you don't have some sort of proof, even just the photo itself? Like, yeah, you're not going to see the exact thing. As they said themselves, it just seemed like a shape. Too tall to be a deer, too thin to be a bear.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like it gives me vibes of the Wendigo and, wait, what else did we do?
The smiling man, because he stays.
Yeah, because he's...
He could be right
Yeah.
behind you, but as soon as you turn around, he's like...
hello.
Yeah. And then, I don't know why this reminded me of it, but the Bell Witch episode, remember how was it John?
She didn't like him.
Well, how...
She really didn't like him.
He said one morning he saw something outside, looked like a dog, but it was a...
Oh, yeah.
I wonder... So then I'm like, well, I don't know. What if it was something like these things?
Skinwalker
Could have
Ranch?
been.
Huh?
I said Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah. Skinwalkers.
Man, I'll say skinwalkers creep me out more than anything Wendigo-wise, and Wendigos are fucking strange-looking creatures.
Because the thing about a skinwalker is that it can go back to a different form. A Wendigo, once you get to that point, that is you.
Yeah.
Like, you'll always be that. But if you're a skinwalker, during the day, you're Blade, Daywalker. You look like everybody else, but in just the tick of a moment, you turn into a savage beast.
Yeah.
Rabid. Hungry.
Whereas...
Eat a Snickers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking where's the Snicker bars at, everyone? My God. I heard that it helps hunger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's loaded. Caramel, peanuts, nougat, chocolate.
then, like...
It's so good. I love Snickers.
With this thing, it's creepy because it matches your how fast you're walking, then it stops when you stop. It's like your little stalker.
But like what it's describing from the intro, like it could be right behind you.
Yeah.
But as soon as you turn around and match eyes with it, it's like belly down where you can't see it.
Yeah.
Because it says it drops to a place where it can't be seen. But it could be like right here, and just because you think it's right behind you, you'll just look right over it. So
See, and that's another thing. How do people like this creature, like, they have to come somewhere?
Well, that's what I've always said. Like, all of these stories that there's no way to, I mean, at least to me, there's no way somebody just sat down one day and was like, I'm gonna tell a story about this creature thing. I'm gonna tell a story about it.
it was a dog shelter owner doing shrooms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, did she just turn into a person?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Like, I mean, it's like with zombies and vampires. Like, I know with vampires, it's all based off of, you know, Dracula and
Yes.
how Vladimir
Ooh.
would.
We need to do one over him.
And
And
Please.
Elizabeth Bathory.
yeah, well,
I'm ready.
You know,
Yeah.
how he would impale his victims or whatever.
Yeah, he put their heads on spikes outside his castle to warn the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He decapitated them and
Fucked
kept their
up.
heads as trophies, but just outside.
But see, like that, I can see that turning into the vampire thing
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
did drink the blood of his.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Well, kind of like, what was that one
you didn't
guy's
know what the
name?
fuck's going on.
We did it over the,
Yeah.
So many AIDS and shit.
the
and he's
last
just-
meals got, what was his name? And he would drink blood, and they called him the vampire.
The Brooklyn vampire?
Oh, I
Or was
don't
that Jack the
remember.
Ripper? I can't remember either. There's somebody that had another vampire nickname, but I don't remember what it was.
I'm curious.
I don't think it was Maury Travis.
Maury Travis.
Could have been Albert Fish. He was
Oh,
doing
God.
some
Well,
weird
he
shit.
ate the whole thing.
Don't.
Ugh.
Ooh, why would?
I was about to say, he didn't just drink the blood, he took the flesh.
Oh.
Blech.
Yeah.
Of little children.
John Wayne Gacy.
I mean-
Warnos. Timothy McVeigh.
I was about to say,
Ted
Eileen's
Bundy,
was what, just a cup of black coffee and
Victor
cigarettes?
Regular. Yeah.
I want.
He asked for the single olive.
Fuck yeah.
Peter Curtin, the Dusseldorf vampire. Him.
Dusseldorf.
He murdered at least 9 people in
Gosh.
Dusseldorf.
And drank their blood.
During the late 1920s, he earned the name the Dusseldorf Vampire for drinking his victims' blood and committing acts of extreme violence that stunned the world.
I don't know. Anytime I've had like one of my teeth bleed or something or blood in my mouth, I've never like,
yeah,
hey,
'cause
let me
he was
swallow
the one
this.
who
Even
he
my
wanted
own.
a bottle of wine. He said for his last meal with potatoes
'Cause it was
in
like
a
a-
wiener schnitzel.
It wasn't a
Wiener
blood
schnitzel.
sausage.
He said he savored the wine so he could hope to be conscious long enough to hear the blood rushing from his own
That's
neck
right,
once the
that's
blade
right.
fell.
Because that was what I was thinking of.
Yes.
As soon as the guillotine goes down,
Yes.
it's literally like 30 seconds after you can still like comprehend things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he'd still be able to hear because he's attached to his brain.
I'd say let's ask what he
Let me ask this headless body.
Oh, yeah, we
real
can.
quick.
hear it? Do
Bring
you
out the
hear
board.
it?
Did you hear the blood?
Bring out the board.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
do you think I can talk? There ain't no head here, dumbass.
Jackson,
Yeah.
fetch the Ouija.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dusseldorf.
That always reminds me of Doofenshmirtz.
I was just gonna say, Phineas and Ferb.
Play the platypus.
Play the platypus.
We should get a
Hi,
platypus.
Bubbles. Yeah.
You know what'd be really cool is if we got some like voice actors
Yeah.
on here. That would be hilarious.
That would be funny. Yeah. That'd be funny.
In the winter of 2016, a group of 3 friends were snowshoeing in a less traveled section of Casper Mountain. It was late, later than they intended. The sky had already gone dark, and their headlamps were the only real light left on the trail. Snow absorbs sound, so when they heard something moving, they heard it clearly.
At first, it sounded like an animal pacing the tree line. But the spacing was wrong. Too deliberate, too evenly timed.
One of them turned their headlamp towards the trees, and that's when they saw it.
They described a figure standing partially behind a pine tree, at least 7 feet tall, extremely thin. Its limbs looked too long for its body, arms hanging past where they should be, and skin appeared pale. Not white, pale, like it didn't belong in daylight. Its head was tilted slightly, not aggressively, curiously.
They said the eyes reflected light, but not like an animal. No shine from the side. The reflection came straight back, as if it was already looking directly at them.
Then it did something none of them expected. It lowered itself. Not crouched, not bent, lowered, onto all fours. The movement was fluid, controlled, and completely silent.
And then it moved, not toward them, across their line of sight, between two trees, and into darkness. They didn't chase it. They didn't scream. They left immediately.
So, if you saw something that didn't fit any known animal, would your brain try to rationalize it? Or would you trust that part of you that says that wasn't human?
That wasn't human.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially if you turn around, you catch it in sight, and just drops down like fucking... I'm like,
Drops
alright,
down
well.
like your son.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, let me get on all fours and turn the insides of my hands in and just...
Catnap.
Yeah, then, of course, in nature, naturally, you'd want to clear distance and then try to configure, like, what was that? What just happened? What did I see? And
Yeah, because this isn't... this is at nighttime?
yeah, because the only light on the trail was from their headlamps. And those ain't the brightest things.
Yeah,
No.
that would make it
Especially
even
out there in the woods. Like, those are meant for, like...
Yeah, because it's like...
They're out there in the woods.
Like
Just
Slender
thinking
Man.
of-
Well, Slender Man's taller than 7 feet, I feel like.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
huge.
Anytime I hear woods, I automatically go to Shane from The Walking Dead. They're in the woods.
Oh my god.
They're in the woods, Rick.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
Oh my gosh.
I wish they wouldn't have killed him
That's
off.
hilarious. Oh no. In 2017, a solo camper stayed overnight on a less traveled section of Casper Mountain. I would never stay by myself at nighttime as a camper.
Fuck yeah! Let's
I
do this
watched
shit.
Friday 13, and I watched.
I'd go grouping, yeah, but a solo...
I'd
I
be
mean,
too scared.
It's alright. Jason
Blair
can
Witch.
just put me back in the fucking sleeping bag and throw me up against a tree if he wants.
Until you have Blair Witch vibes too. Fuck that.
I'd just be like, you know what?
Or
My
the
time has
forest.
come.
My time has come.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm offering myself up.
Anyways.
Why ain't you
I'll be
running?
a-
Because I don't want to.
I'll be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's like I'm tired of running, man.
I'm like, actually, the run's worse, because...
I get out of breath, and it's too much work.
It
Just
is.
take me.
It is.
To make this easier for both of us, chop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Late fall. Cold enough that the ground had hardened. Too cold for casual hikers. He pitched his tent just off the marked trail. Not far from it, but far enough to feel alone.
He later said the first sound woke him just after 2 a.m. Not a scream. Not a growl. Footsteps. Slow, circling.
He assumed it was wildlife. Elk passed through here, deer, and occasionally black bears. But wildlife doesn't circle like that. Predators approach, prey flees. This just walked.
He said the steps weren't heavy, but they weren't light either. They sounded intentional, like someone measuring distance. He stopped breathing to listen. And when he did, the footsteps stopped too.
He waited. 10 seconds. 30. A full minute. Nothing. So, he slowly reached for the zipper.
He opened the flap just enough to see uphill. His headlamp was inside the tent, so he had to use his phone. He lifted it, turned on the flashlight, and aimed it towards the tree line.
At first, nothing. Just trees, shadows, snow. Then he saw movement. Not charging, not fleeing, standing. Partially behind a tree, too tall to be crouched wildlife, too thin to be anything he recognized.
It didn't blink. It didn't move. It didn't react to the light. It just watched. Then it tilted its head and took one step backward, still facing him, still watching, until the dark swallowed it. He did not sleep after that. He did not leave the tent again till sunrise. And in the morning, there were no tracks, no prints, no disturbed snow, nothing circling the tent, nothing uphill, just his.
So if something watches you and chooses not to harm you, is that restraint or is it patience?
Patience.
I think in this point of view, it's patience.
Yeah.
He's trying to learn the way they walk, the way, to keep
because
the same pace with them.
Exactly.
That's what he's doing.
Ugh.
I agree 100%. Seems more patient. He's watching. He's not gonna just
He's learning.
be hasty. He doesn't want to rush in there. Like, it seems more like he's trying to be a mimic and figure out things. So maybe he can get more kills. Maybe, I don't know. I've never heard of this thing until.
Yeah, what he was doing is he's watching and he's learning. He's learning a pattern. He's trying to,
Creepy.
he's obviously trying to psych them out by just, here's a little glimpse of me, and then boom, I'm going to go back into the dark where you can't see me again.
Ew.
Because, if it was restraint, you think he would have attacked him later that night.
Yeah.
Or before sunrise.
And if it was restraint, I don't think he would actually show himself in any way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he would stay his distance. He wouldn't be pacing the tent. He may be around the campsite, but not the tent itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a ruling. That's patience.
Definitely.
It's just fucking creepy. Like,
it is creepy.
Judge,
I just
gavel.
feel ugh.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I like this kind of stuff because I like...
The cryptids are always more interesting.
They are.
Yes.
I do want to
Cryptids
go to that
are...
hotel.
Because it's like a conspiracy, It's like, you can only go off what you see until you go do the research for yourself. And then no matter how much you prove, there's the non-believers.
Exactly.
Nothing will change their mind.
100%.
Which is okay.
Which is
still
everything.
love you.
I still love you.
Yeah.
It's okay. I still love everyone. No, I don't. In 2018, two friends were hiking back down the mountain later than they planned. They weren't deep in the woods. They weren't off trail. They were less than a mile from the parking area.
They both heard something behind them. Not footsteps. A voice.
At first, they assumed it was another hiker. One of them said it sounded like someone calling out, softly. Just loud enough to make you turn. But when they stopped walking, the voice stopped too. They waited. Nothing. So they kept moving. And about 30 seconds later, it happened again. This time, one of them swore it sounded like her friend's voice. Not yelling, not panic, just saying her name. The problem was, her friend was walking beside her and hadn't said a word.
They didn't turn around the second time. They didn't answer. They walked faster. And the voice didn't follow. But just before they reached the parking lot, one of them heard it again. Closer, clearer.
It said her name, exactly the way her friend says it. They got in the car, locked the doors, and neither of them spoke about it again for weeks. Until they found similar reports online. Bulls do not chew on the cords.
No, the third cat has now been added to the podcast.
Bubbles.
Sorry to inform you, but Win-Win probably will never join. You may hear her, but slightly.
When we heard her...
She is
the cats are our co-producers, just let y'all know.
Yeah.
They're the ones really running the show behind the scenes because they are cats.
Exactly.
They do all the research.
Yeah.
We just type everything out.
They do most of the murders.
Yeah. Cats are evil.
That was a
There's
joke?
a cat.
That was a joke?
Yeah.
I swear, cats want to be murderers.
Yeah, they do.
Animals don't mimic human voices. Echoes don't replicate tone.
Unless you're a parrot. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, nah, you got your cockatiel, your red-tailed African.
Yeah.
What's the one bird that, like, mimics construction equipment?
What?
Yeah, that thing's fucking nuts.
Well, there's...
That's scary.
Is it the really big, tall one that's got the
so.
big-ass bill?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That one's creepy, too.
They chatter their bills, and it sounds like a machine gun going off.
Or ravens, they talk.
Yeah, ravens talk.
Yes.
It's freaking
I want a
creepy,
pet
though.
raven.
I do, too.
They'd be so cool.
It's creepy, though, the way they talk, because it literally sounds like
Do we need to
something from a scary movie.
Do we need to get us pet ravens for our studio? Vale and Echo?
Vale. Oh, that'd be cute, actually.
Don't put that past me.
All right, Lindsay, you get one, then we'll get the other one.
I mean,
Vale and Echo.
I
We'll
don't
get our
like...
studio set up and we'll get the birdies put in there.
I like that, actually.
I don't like birds, but that is one bird that I would own.
I know. I always wanted a bat, and I've never cared for bats either. Flying in the air.
bats are
bat.
cute.
I like them like that, but I don't
wanna
like when
get
they're
a bat house.
and to try to dive at me like, ah,
I
fuck
know,
you.
that happened at my dad's that time. That was creepy.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
It was diving. I'm like, oh, hell no.
Rabies.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah, the bats in Missouri are what you have to watch with the rabies.
The Jefferson County bats.
They got a little bit of the rabies with the meth.
Yeah.
Meth bees.
They got the meth bees.
Chester.
Sounds like some kind of tweaker awards. I want a meth bee.
Oh my gosh.
Good old Jefferson County.
Oh, shoot.
I love Jefferson County.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Animals don't mimic human voices. Echoes don't replicate tone. And wind doesn't know your name. Unless something is listening long enough to learn it.
So, if you guys heard your own name in the woods in a voice you recognize, would you answer it? Or would you pretend you didn't hear it?
Again, I feel like this is like with the woods all the time. Like,
Yeah, because the Wendigo does the same thing, right?
yeah,
It mimics-
several that we've done mimic.
And the
Skinwalkers.
The one thing about Wendigos, though, the closer they are, the farther away they sound.
Yep.
I don't like that, Chrissy.
Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this.
That
Yes.
shit cracked
Chrissy,
me up.
wake
I'm like,
up!
I didn't like what
Hey,
was going on, but I was
hello.
like,
Gotta wake up,
Did you
gotta
see he's
wake up.
playing
He's playing in the Hunger Games or something, isn't he?
he's playing
Oh no, Jamie.
Beatles. He's playing
one of the Beatles?
yeah, they're doing a biopic. He's playing
Paul? John?
No. There's Ringo.
Ringo?
No, I think the other one.
George is
George Harrison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's playing as him.
There was a fifth one, but they don't talk
Yeah,
about
there
that.
was a fifth one. The Beatles really hated Michael Jackson after he bought their catalog.
They what?
After,
I bet.
yeah, so he basically bought out their record.
That tells you how huge he was. They were
Michael
around,
Jackson? Well,
They
yeah.
they were
Michael
making
Jackson.
his kind of money before he was born, and then he started making that money and was able to buy
I don't
them
care
out.
what people say. I like Michael Jackson.
Which
Funny.
I've always liked him, though.
I'm gonna say this right here, right now. We will need to do a podcast on him now
Oh, yeah, definitely.
because of what just came out.
We need to do one over the whole Epstein shit.
People are gonna be eating their fucking words about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's going to be
He-
a kind of a...
Was protecting the kids.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he even did an interview, and it was like back in the 90s, where he said, he goes, "It's not me you need to worry about. It's the person that lives down the street from me that you need to worry about."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
And-
that Diddy?
Diddy was the one who
That's what you
lived
said,
right
yeah.
down the street from him. And guess what? Who was right? Fucking Michael Jackson was right. Like, I mean, he did have an addiction. He had a problem.
So you're telling me Diddy killed MJ and Pac? Biggie too?
I'm gonna tell you right now, if that motherfucker killed Michael,
And
I will go
Prince.
to battle.
Man.
You know, I'm honestly shocked that they didn't use a single Michael Jackson song for Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's a thriller.
And I would have
been
thought,
perfect.
like, for the second season when they go trick-or-treating,
Yeah.
like, that would have been perfect.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
honestly shocked that they didn't do that, because a lot of your 80s, they usually incorporate a Michael Jackson song in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that concludes this episode of Veil of Echoes.
If you enjoyed this episode, follow the show and leave a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It helps more listeners find their way through the veil.
You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook for visuals, discussions, and any updates on what's coming next.
On Monday, we step into a story where love turned violent.
An affair, a church community, and 41 blows.
We're covering the murder of Betty Gore and the woman who admitted to killing her, Candy Montgomery.
A case that forces one haunting question. When rage hides beneath normalcy, how long can it stay buried?
Until next time, keep your ears open.
And the veil closed.